you very much for scheduling your time to volunteer with us at Trinity Cafe, where humanity begins with a meal. We're honored you have chosen to be a part of this outreach to feed those in need. Our goal is not to only nourish our guests with a good meal, but also to nurture their spirit with kindness, compassion, love, and respect. We know your coming here means you're sacrificing time away from work or home, so we are grateful for your presence and hope you are touched by your experience serving those who depend on our help. Maybe you've served at a soup kitchen in the past or seen one on TV where the goal is to get someone in quickly and fed and out. We are not like that. Our goal is not to turn over a table quickly, but to invest in our guests while they are here. No one is rushed. They are able to sit, relax, and eat at their own pace. And like a restaurant, we have a chef who prepares an amazing 3-course meal Monday through Friday. The first course is either soup or a salad. It is followed by the main course of an entree with 2 side dishes. Next is a dessert and usually a piece of fruit. All meals include a beverage with unlimited refills of water. A bread basket is on the table and guests may enjoy as much as they care to eat. Each guest receives 1 meal only and we adjust the portions for children. The breakfast Saturday and Sunday is typically a 2-course meal. Hot beverages with unlimited refills include coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. As we open the doors each day, our guests are welcomed by a volunteer greeter who directs them to a numbered table. Once at the table, the server greets the guests. "Hi, I'm Cindy. I'll be serving you today. Our first course is tomato basil soup. May I bring that to you now?" Once a guest is about to finish the first course, then you offer the main course. As they finish that up, you offer the dessert. We serve in courses just like a fine restaurant. There are times when a guest may request the entire meal at one time, and that's okay. We serve them the way they wish to be served. With enough volunteers, we assign 2 to each table. One acts as a server, and the other is the table host. Let's talk about the volunteer table host position. The most important aspect of our mission is our interaction with guests. Some volunteers say they are not comfortable hosting the table. Please understand, this is the most important part of our mission. A little discomfort on our part is certainly worth it when we have an opportunity to demonstrate humanity just by joining guests at the table. So, what do you say? What if someone doesn't want to talk? The truth is, we are all somebody's son or daughter. We all came from a particular city. We all have something in common we can talk about. Here are some of the things I do when hosting a table. First, I simply greet each person, tell them my name, and then follow up with something about myself. This usually will elicit a response. "Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm a native of Tampa. Anyone else here a native?" That usually follows with where people are from, which leads to conversation about what's interesting about that particular city. Talk with guests about what you like to do and then ask what they like to do. Is it watching or participating in sports? Do you have hobbies? Do you like music, books, fishing? Food is always a great topic. Truly, the list is endless. It's best not to ask too many personal questions unless they bring up personal issues. Often our guests are hungry, and until they begin to eat and relax, they're not interested in conversation. That's okay too. Don't feel you must fill space with chatter. Sometimes silence is golden. Often it's best just to lend a listening ear. Remember, the food will satisfy our guests for a short time, but a caring conversation will last long after the satisfaction of a meal has passed. When a guest has finished eating, there will be a mess at their place at the table. That's when our bussers come in. They will clean the spot for you. Each busser is assigned 3 or 4 tables to watch at one time. You will be serving just one, so it may take a minute or two for them to get to your table. Please be patient. This is a critical and much needed volunteer position. We can't function without clean tables. If you are assigned the task of bussing, you will receive some specific directions at that time. One thing to remember is bussers don't touch clean dishes and servers or hosts don't touch dirty dishes. Once the spot is clean, then the server will reset the lunch table with a drink, a roll of silverware, and 2 butters. At breakfast, reset the table only with silverware and an empty coffee cup. We take the beverage order once our guest is seated. When it is set and ready for the next guest, you will motion to the greeter with the number of openings you have at the table. We find it helps to hold up your table number. The next guest will arrive and you will begin the process again. When you see which guest has been directed to your table, make eye contact with them and motion them your way. We want them to feel welcome from the moment they walk in until the moment they walk out. The key is to start it off on the right foot and let them know, hey, we have a place for you and you are welcome. Our volunteer tasks include greeting guests, scraping and cleaning plates, sweeping, mopping, preparing beverages, filling bread baskets, and rolling silverware. Each position is important. All of us working together as a team creates a successful meal service. We have a few limits, including 1 meal per person, 4 sweeteners for the cold fruit drink in any combination they request, 1 cold fruit drink with unlimited refills of water in the same glass. While we offer unlimited bread, toward the end of service we don't refill bread baskets too full because anything left on the table must be thrown away. You can often borrow from a full basket on another table. Limits are different at breakfast. Details are covered the day of service. Once we complete service, volunteers are invited to stay and enjoy a meal too. We then ask that you clean your table and reset it with silverware for the next day. Remove your apron and name tag, return your unused sweeteners and butter from your pockets, and then fold your apron in half and replace it on the shelf. This is how we operate. When you volunteer, all of this will be clear, especially when you hear it a second time during our daily orientation. I'm confident you will enjoy the time that you spend with our guest, our chef, and the other volunteers. As we finish up, I want to thank you for selecting Trinity Cafe for your volunteer service. I'm proud to be a part of this organization. Every day that I'm here, I am reminded that one life-changing experience can cause people to require help from others. No one is immune. I've also learned sometimes just by saying, "I care about you," to a distressed person can change their day. Wrap those words in friendship in a meal, and you could change their life. I'm rewarded by the selfless service of volunteers and by the gratitude of our guests. For me, it is a blessing to be here, and I hope for you as well. Thank you very much for watching this orientation video, and I look forward to seeing you at Trinity Cafe.